Well, there's Bill Lobb on his father's farm. That was your father's brother. And then there's your brother Jim of your family and us. And then there's some of our sons. And of course, there's Jim's son Leonard has a farm here too.
Harold, my brother, he lives in town too. And his family's in there too. My Uncle Cliff lives in town. So there's quite a few.
Well, on our road, I guess there'd be about 25 farms, and of the 25 farms, 9 of them are Lobbs, so that gives you an idea of the number of Lobbs in the area.
The choir that I met them, that was a different thing.
What was that choir?
Well, I was helping some of the men of the community who learned to sing parts, and he was a pretty tenor.
When Mervyn sang tenor in the old church choir, there came an eager lady who would him inspire to sing in parts the best there can be. Soon he learned to sing to her, "Marry me, marry me." Then it started growing, that old log tree. Don and Bruce, Marie and Hugh, Gordon, Jeannie, they all grew straight and tall and strong, and all settled down around Clinton town. Mobs of Lobbs, love-in-laws, ready on the job. Lobbs all along the Maitland and the 16th line. If you go driving there any time, look on out your window, you too will see that ever-spreading farming law, the dynasty, dynasty.
Somewhere at the basis of the farm show is a need to examine what people are doing or who people are, and to present them in their complexity rather than in their simpleness.
Well, they spent a lot of time here, and I really didn't think of it as being research at the time. We were just, getting to know one another, and I got to know her too. And a lot of the things that we discussed over a period of 2 months came out in the character. The mannerisms, certainly, she had down very well. I guess that came out over a period of time, too.
It's the first time I've ever been on anything like that or portrayed that way. It was taken right from the field where it started from down here. So it's something different, anyway. As far as I know, everybody seemed to be well pleased with it. Never heard anybody say anything against it at all. So, couldn't ask for much better than that. I was born here, getting close to 50 years ago now. My dad was here before that, for quite a number of years. In fact, I was born in this house. At that time, they didn't have hospitals to take babies. So we've been carrying on, just doing the work ourselves, pretty much, not hiring anybody. My son, he's gone to Ryerson College this past year. He's working in Toronto this summer. Intends to go to college again in the fall. He's not interested in farming. He says you don't get paid for the work you put into it. It's just a loss of time to him. So he's not going to carry on with the farm unless he changes his mind pretty sudden.
What we found out, I think, mostly about the show is that if you put people on stage in any kind of thickness, they are interesting to watch.
Well, the first reaction after the show was over that I had was first really standing ovation I ever saw in a cow ring in my life. I attend a lot of sales, but that's the first one I ever saw. The actors were tremendous. I don't think you could single any particular one out. How they could imitate the bagpipes and the 12th of July, and they're really good actors, because it was just about as close to perfect I think you could get.
So I would like to call now on Mrs. Bertram McCreed and Roy, he's on holidays, Bill Fotheringham to come forward and accept this donation from the 5 counties Orange League Benevolent
don't ever feel that I'm a writer or that I'm that kind of a directly creative person. You know, I feel as I'm an imitator or I can do something that somebody else has already done, you know, and see in it what's there and do that. But I'd never been in a situation where I was just having to do whole scenes and improvise and write and think things up, you know, write songs and all kinds of stuff. It was wonderful. It was terribly hard, though. I just hated it. But I really liked it, too.
I was so busy yesterday. I had so much to do that when I woke up this morning, I had a headache and I had to take an aspirin. Well, I feel a lot better now, but I've decided I'm just going to take it easy today. I'm going to stay right here in this house. Because, you know, there's one thing. If you're on a farm, you've got to be healthy. If you're not healthy, you're no good to anybody. So I'm just going to relax today and get my strength back. Oh, look at that dust. Oh, dear. I'll just give you an idea of what I did yesterday. I started off about, 6:30 in the morning.
Marion?
And I collected my eggs. Well, I do that every morning. I have these 500, a new
I've got to go down to the dealer's and get some shear pins for the baler. I'll be in for dinner about one.
What did you say?
I'm going to the dealer with some shear pins, and I'll be back for dinner about 1:30.
1:30, good. So you want to dinner at 1:30?
Right, and remember, we need you out in the field about 3 o'clock. Harold's coming over to work, and we'll need somebody to drive back.
Oh, well, I want to take it easy today. I want to relax today. Well, you can get Jane. Oh, well. Speak to Jane. Yes. Breakfast, yes. We had breakfast, and, well, we have breakfast every morning. But I didn't have time to do my dishes because I had to collect these 8 boys to take them in for their hockey practice. They have hockey practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Muriel, a friend of mine, she takes them in on Thursdays, so I don't have to do that. And then there's baseball practice tonight, yes. Yes, my son is in baseball. He plays. Yes, I'm sorry.
Would you wash my phone shut, please? Thank you.
Look. Now, come here. I told you 3 times to get rid of that hat. Now, look at it. It's filthy. Now, where's the other one?
My dress, I don't like the
And then you went on the...
Oh, Miss Mom, please.
Oh, all right.
I knew it. That's right. I love you.
Yes, yes, shopping. Well, I decided to...
Are you going to that?
do my shopping at the same time as I can't eat, and I forgot my...
Mom, there's a blue dress in there that I need washing on for 8 o'clock tonight.
Jane, your father wants me... The night at 3 o'clock. Like that, Shelley. Then I had to talk to you right now. Get out. Well, don't let me see it. Don't be that here. Get the... pick up boys again. And so I gave the teacher... Oh, yes, my husband...
Just a sign right down there.
Excuse me. Hello? Muriel. Oh, no, I know. I can't take the boys in today. I'm sorry. I'm going to take it in today. I told him next time. Hello? Then I have to get the... Yes, that's it. Yes, I've got 8 for you. Muriel, no, I like it. And then I have the...
What's for dinner? Christ, I ever found a hot one out there tonight. Jesus, after one dance, you know, she's rubbing right against you. Pushes those big tubes right through your shoulder blades. Well, I don't know, Carolyn or Janet or something. She's the one Gordy was telling us about last night. Yeah. Well, I'm getting the hell back out there. She's a sure thing.